The following are the 6 quick steps in setting up your Ravin Crossbow Sniper package. Step 1. Mount the jack plate to the scope rail in this approximate location using the 2 screws and nuts provided. With an 1/8 inch Allen wrench, firmly tighten the screws. Step 2. Mount the scope with the provided rings in this approximate location on the jack plate rail. Make sure to have proper eye relief for your shooting position. Remember, do not tighten screws on the scope rings at this point. Step 3. Make sure your scope is level with the crossbow. Using a level rested on the elevation dial and the level installed on the riser, rotate the scope until both bubbles are completely center. You can now tighten all the screws on your scope rings. Step 4. Relaxing your crossbow. This is a very critical step. At approximately 10 yards, shoot at least 25 shots to relax your string, cables, and limbs. This will make the sighting in process more consistent. Step 5. Zeroing in at 20 yards. Turn the jack plate dial to the 20-yard marking on the pre-installed tape, and using only the windage and elevation adjustments on your scope, shoot until you are zeroed in. You will want to be consistently shooting less than 1-inch groupings from your point of aim. Step 6. Move to 50 yards or longer to verify if the pre-installed FPS tape is the correct match for your crossbow. If you're consistently shooting high at 50 yards or longer, replace the tape with the next faster FPS tape. If you're shooting low, use the next slower tape. And if you're still shooting high or low, repeat the same process until you've determined you have the correct tape. For further details, please watch the full-length instructional video or refer to your jack plate instruction manual.
Ravin Crossbows.
Making an assault on the increasingly popular reverse draw crossbow market, TenPoint's Carbon Nitro RDX features a radically compact reverse draw bow assembly and a revolutionary carbon fiber stock and barrel combination. Powerful and easy to maneuver, it is feature-packed and delivers true top-of-the-line performance. The Carbon Nitro stock assembly features TenPoint's lightweight 3-piece C3 carbon stock. Dramatically reducing weight, noise, and vibration, the carbon fiber-filled stock features an adjustable cheek piece and butt plate. Simply remove the screws and slide the cheek piece to any of the 3 fixed positions to create perfect eye-level alignment. Likewise, the rubber butt plate adjusts to one of 2 fixed positions to match up perfectly with the shooter's length of pull. The stock is also fitted with a lightweight 20-inch carbon barrel, equipped with a 4.5-inch bullpup version of the company's 3.5-pound auto-engaging safety trigger, housed in a lightweight machined aluminum trigger box. In addition, its Weaver-style dovetail is fitted with a nylon filament arrow retention brush, which improves arrow grip and alignment and reduces noise and vibration. And like all 10-point crossbows, this model is equipped with rubber safety wings that help prevent a shooter's foregrip fingers and thumb from moving above the flight deck while shooting the crossbow. The crossbow's ultra-narrow bow assembly measures a remarkable 10 inches axle to axle when cocked and is seated at the center of the barrel assembly to create a perfectly balanced weapon. Its machined, lightweight aluminum riser is equipped with 13-inch, 165-pound limbs and powered by the bow's custom RDX cam system and D97 string and cables. Once assembled, the crossbow launches arrows up to a supercharged 385 feet per second. A string stop system is included in the package and installs at the end of the barrel to further reduce noise and vibration. Combined, the stock and barrel assembly produce a crossbow that weighs 7.8 pounds and is only 34.25 inches long. The Carbon Nitro sells only as a complete package that includes the Dead Sled 50 rope cocker or AccuDraw cocking mechanism, Rangemaster Pro Scope, quiver, and arrows, It's pre-sighted at the factory and ready for the woods.
Hey guys, Jack here from Bear Archery, and I am excited to introduce to you the new Bear Divergent. This is an all-new bow for 2019, and it is probably one of the favorite ones that I have in the line. And the reason that I call it my favorite is it is extremely short in its axle to axle. It is lightweight and probably the most maneuverable all-around bow that we have ever came out with here at Bear. One of the cool things, it does not look like a Bear bow. As you can see, these riser cuts, they're different than what we normally do, and we're trying to break that mold and be divergent in the market. The next thing that I really want to talk about is to dive into the specs of this bow. So first off, biggest spec, super short bow in the axle to axle. It is only 28 inches axle to axle, making it extremely maneuverable, whether you're in a tree stand, in a ground blind, hunting off the ground, or spot and stalking out west. So short axle to axle. Next thing, not only is it a short axle to axle length, it is extremely lightweight, 3.9 pounds. So that lightweight ability just makes it even more maneuverable. Not only is there lightweight in this bow, but it has great performance and great speed. 338 feet per second coming out of this bow. And that is plenty fast enough to do everything that we need to do as archers out there. Some other specs, we've got a 6.5 inch brace height, and let off is only 75%, but we have a draw length range of 25.5 to 30 inches. You really can't beat this bow. And really, when you get into how many camo offerings we have in it, we've got Veil. This is a Veil Stoke pattern. We have Realtree Edge. We've got One Nation Midnight, Cryptek, Kanati, and our personal favorite of Iron. So all those patterns, all of these features in a bow should really cost $10.99, but we're gonna sell it for $699.99. You cannot beat the price and performance of this bow. So go online to beararchery.com to check out the Bear Divergent bow.
I'm Gary Lewis with Bear Archery, and I'm here to introduce you guys to the whole Cruzer line that we have. What I'm holding here in my hands is the G2. This bow here is something that is a fantastic bow for your beginning archer or your advanced archer. This bow here is actually going to go up to 70 pounds, 5 to 70 pounds as a matter of fact. It's going to go from 12 to 30 inches in draw length. This has our 2-cam system. You do not need a bow press to change the draw length on this bow. That's the one thing, you know, that makes it really nice about this is while the kid is growing, while, you know, if you want to go from a kid to an adult, you can change it without a bow press. You know, it'll go from actually 12 inches to 30 inches. You could do that in a matter of minutes. This here, you know, we actually have it at a 30 inches axle to axle. You're going to get a 6.5 inch brace height, makes it real nice and forgiving. This is going to be 12 to 30 inches, like I said, in your draw length. This is going to come in a pile of camos. So, you know, just go to our website. You're going to see all the different camos that we got, all the different colors that we got. This package right here is the way you're going to get it sold. It sells at $3.99 right here for the way you're looking at it. Great bow. Check it out. You know, you're really going to enjoy this bow. What we done then is we step down to our Cruzer Lite after that. Now this one here is just a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller than our G2. You're going to see this one right here is going to be 27 1/8 inches axle to axle. You know, it's got a 6-inch brace height on this, makes it a real nice forgiving brace height. You're going to get this in 12 to 27 inches in draw length also. Same cam system. No bow press needed to change the draw length on it. Super easy. This one here is also going to come in just a whole bunch of colors. You're going to be able to get this in every color that the kids are going to be happy to have. You know, this is a great shooting bow. This is something the kids love. And let me tell you, at $299 for the way you're seeing it right here, it's a fantastic value, a great bow. Go see this one also. What we done this year also is we actually come out with, in the Legend series, our dealer line, we come back with our Cruzer model. This bow here was a fantastic model. We come back out with it in the Legend series. You know, this bow here is 32 inches axle to axle. You're going to get a 6-inch brace on this. You're going to get this from 12 to 30 inches in draw length. Same kind of cam system on this. No bow press needed to get this changed out. Matter of minutes you can be from 12 inches to 30 inches in on the draw length. This is going to go up to 70 pounds also. You're looking at it in the Approach Badlands camo. This is how this is going to come to the dealers. All three of these bows are fantastic bows for the whole family. You know, we wanted to make sure that we covered the whole family at a great value with a great bow. So get to the dealers, check these out. Go to beararchery.com, check out the rest of our products there. Give them all a try and let us know how it goes.
Hi guys, I'm Kevin Bach from CenterPoint Archery, and today I'm going to run you through unboxing and assembly of the Tyro Recurve crossbow. So this model requires some assembly, but if you follow these steps, it shouldn't take you more than a few minutes. So first we're going to install these plastic tips onto the ends of the limb. So it's important that these are seated down properly, so what I like to do is line them up and then press them on a hard surface to ensure that they're seated. So now we can assemble the limb. In this kit you'll find 3 press pads, 2 that are a soft plastic and 1 that's metal with a detent in the center of it. To get started, you'll take one of the small plastic inserts and press this up against the back of the limb slot. Now you can stack the additional inserts on top of the limb, making sure that they're in between these white lines. You're going to put one plastic one down first, and then you'll put the metal one down, making sure that the detent is facing up towards you. Now you can insert the limb into the limb slot. This is the tricky portion of the installation. You'll need to wiggle the limbs into place while making sure that the pads stay in alignment. You'll want to center the limb so you can see both of the little painted white lines evenly on either side. In order to ensure this is perfectly centered, you can use a tape measure and take measurements from either side of the limb. Now that we have the limb perfectly centered, I'll take one of my hex wrenches and tighten down the screw on the front of the bow. Now you want this to be snug. I usually go about as tight as I can get it with the supplied tool. With the limb tightened down, now we can install the stirrup. We'll take a Phillips head screwdriver and remove the screws on both sides of the metal riser plate and then loosen the screws on the bottom. When installing the stirrup, make sure it seats over the barrel nut, which is this small black cylinder. Once you make sure that the holes in your riser plate and your riser are in line, then you can reinsert the screws and tighten those down. So with that all tightened down, now we can install the string. You'll do so by taking the stringer and setting it on the limb like so. It's very important that you keep it in this orientation. So with the stringer attached to the limbs, we'll now put our bow into the fire position, put our foot through the stirrup firmly, and then pull up onto the stringer so it seats into the trigger assembly. And it'll lock into place. With the stringer taking up tension on the limbs, now we can install our string. You'll do so by threading the string in between the loop you've made with the stringer and then hooking around the end of the limb. And just make sure that the string is seated in the grooves in the limbs. So now you'll put your foot back through the stirrup, place the crossbow on fire, and pull the trigger. Now you can remove the stringer, which will take a little bit of force to do. Generally speaking, you should never dry fire a crossbow, but in this instance, seeing the stringer only keeps the limbs under a little bit of tension, it's safe to dry fire. So that's the assembly of the Tyro Recurve crossbow. Once you get the optic and your quiver mounted, you'll be all set to take this to the range. For more information on this and all other CenterPoint products, check out our website.